Communication between spouses can often fall into predictable patterns that hinder our relationships. But some useful tips can open up new and better ways for couples to communicate.
What am I supposed to do? You're never home.
I don't know, you could have texted me? Or maybe waited until I came home?
When you get home, you're always angry and stressed. It's hard to even talk to you.
You're just using that as an excuse.
An excuse?
I think one of the things that I would give as a tip to couples is that we do in counseling, but couples can do this on their own, is to put a video camera while they're talking and to film themselves.
So that they can hear how that conversation went. And in listening to the tape recording, they're able to say, that is how I wanted it to go, or that is not how I wanted it to go.
We sometimes perceive ourselves in one way, but we're not really like that. So you may think you're communicating constructively, but you're not. So watching it on tape, you can see that the mistakes that you're doing.
And slowly they learn to change the way they are communicating.
The problem is when people are in a debate or an argument and they don't listen, they're just waiting for the person to breathe, and then they jump in. They're not listening.
Or sometimes you even might interrupt them, actually, mid-sentence, because you're not really listening to them in order to communicate and understand what they're saying, but you're just listening only enough to get your own point across. So you're listening to your own responses.
When we communicate in our conversations, we give out information to people, and those can be divided into 4 categories. So the first one is facts, the second one is behavior, the third is emotions, and then the fourth is needs, ambitions, and goals.
Don't just listen to their words. Try to listen to where they're coming from. How are they feeling about something? That's really important.
One of the most damaging forms of communication is called a harsh startup. It can bring out criticism or sarcasm from our partners. They can become overly defensive, or even stop communicating altogether.
The harsh startup is beginning to approach your spouse either in an overly assertive, or we hope not, but an aggressive way.
Do you know I was almost late for work today? How can you be so inconsiderate? You went out with your friends last night and you brought the car home without any gas in it.
Honey, there was enough gas for today.
No, there wasn't. I'm not like you. I don't leave the car bone dry before filling it up. I hate it when you do this to me.
All right. I'll make sure there's enough gas next time, okay?
Next time. Next time. How many times am I going to have to remind you? Why don't you just listen to me?
If the other spouse feels threatened by it or feel pushed back by it, they are not willing to engage you. So some of the things that we often do is starting a conversation with a criticism, being judgmental, starting it off by putting down the other. Those tend to not invite the other person to engage with you. And the purpose of the startup is to start a conversation.
It's always easy to listen for facts and behavior. What's more difficult is deducing the emotions and the ambitions and the goals. Always ask yourself, what is the emotion behind that, or what is the goal behind that? You can understand that person better.
Sweetheart, it's just in the mornings I get so stressed, little things set me off.
Well, I mean, what is it? Are you not enjoying work anymore?
No, I love my job, but the hours and one of the supervisors I could certainly do without.
Well, I think you're one of the best people they have.
Thank you. I guess I really got on your case about the gas, huh?
No, you were right. Except
I could have said things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I guess it really put you off, huh?
Yeah, I feel hurt sometimes when you get angry at me.
So once you reach a point where you can figure out what the emotions are without the person stating them directly, it leads to better relationships.
And also encourage your partner to do that back for you as well, so that you feel your needs and wants and wishes are heard. And ask them in a supportive way, and ask them in a way that speaks from the I, not the you. Let's let them know that I would really appreciate if you could just, listen to what I'm saying and understand where I'm coming from.
2 simple steps can go a long way to improving our marriages. The first, a positive attitude about our marriage. The second is to make time exclusively for one another.
One of the things, if the husband or wife don't give each other the best of themselves, they need to find time to give the best to themselves.
The husband and wife will have a special time that they will sit and discuss. Maybe it's after Salat al-Fajr. Pick a time, where we will speak to each other in an organized, consistent way.
This time is for me and you, not for so-and-so, not for work, not for children. This is for me and you. We want to give each other time every day.
The prophetic way is to look at how can you deal with the situation positively. Your husband doesn't seem to be able to make eggs. So don't make him make eggs. Let him make something else for breakfast when he makes breakfast. Or let him take you out for breakfast. Right? So look at how can one deal with the situation in a positive way.
It's a complementary relationship. And that complementary relationship, just that understanding alone, will help us to communicate, because you're dealing with a partner now. That is why in Arabic they say zawjain. It's companions. So it's not just husband and wife, but it's 2 companions.